am in great company here. Here with me is the undefeated professional boxer, Seniesa Estrada. Thank you so much for coming in and joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So tell me this, it's fight week. How are you feeling? Your opponent is Marlen Esparza. She's a bronze medalist from the London Olympics in 2012. How are you feeling coming into the fight?
I'm feeling amazing. I'm feeling so ready physically and mentally. I had a great training camp for this fight. I've trained from 2 months to 2.5 months.
Any pre-fight jitters? You know, you're on a big stage, you're in Las Vegas, MGM Grand. How are you feeling?
You know, it's a huge stage for women's boxing, and I'm just excited to be able to show my skills in front of the whole world. There's going to be millions of people watching. And of course I get a little bit nervous, but especially fight week. But at the same time, I know that I put in all of the hard work in the gym, and I know that I'm prepared mentally and physically for this fight.
I want to take you back in time. You started around 8 years old.
Yeah.
It's bonding with your dad. Take us back to that first conversation that you had with your dad when you told him that you wanted to box.
Yeah, I asked my dad if I can box around the age of 8, and he was totally against it because I wanted to play baseball as well when I was like 6, 7 years old. And he told me no, because he said baseball's for boys.
Right.
So it was a struggle to get him to let me box just because he thought baseball was rough.
Right.
So boxing was totally out of the question. He took me to a boxing gym in the city of Alhambra, about 5 minutes away from East LA. And the trainer at the time said that I was too young, so to bring me back when I was 13. And he said, you know, if we were to train her, bring her back when she's a little older, and plus we really don't train girls anyway. So when I got in the car, I started crying. So my dad was like, wow, you know, she really wants to do this. So he took me to a local gym where he grew up in Boyle Heights. It was like the heart of East LA. And I met my very first trainer, Ronnie Ravoda, there, and I walked in.
He was willing to train you.
He was willing to train me without even knowing me or anything. He's like, he looked at me and he's like, okay, you know, if you want to fight, I'm going to treat you just like one of the boys. And I said, okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
So started from there and never stopped, but he gave me the first opportunity and didn't care if I was a boy or a girl.
Yeah, well, you know, it made you cry. These are like some of the hardships in this career of yours. Talk to us a little bit more about the stigmas in women's boxing.
Yeah, man, it's been such a struggle. I feel like I've been boxing for almost 20 years now, and more than half my life. It's crazy. And there's just been so many struggles, not only like in the amateurs. Like when I first started boxing, there wasn't many women or girls who were fighting.
Right.
So I didn't really have any women to look up to in the sport. Because boxing kind of like, women's boxing just died out for like a whole decade.
Yeah.
And that's a decade where I was coming up and I was growing up. Women being signed with big promoters in boxing and women fighting on TV and being televised nationally. Women are main events, and it's amazing. I was the very first female to fight for Golden Boy, and I was the very first female to be televised by Golden Boy. So it's just amazing to see. Like my last fight, I headlined, and I was the main event in downtown at the Avalon Theater.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Killing it.
Yeah,
well,
so.
Yeah.
And it was nationally televised, so it's amazing to have a female be the main event and on a televised event. Like I would have never imagined.
You never thought the day would come.
I knew the day would come. I just didn't know when.
And here it is.
And here it is.
Seniesa, thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to seeing you, rooting you this week, and you're gonna kill it. So good luck to you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.